Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining you the need for modulation and different types of modulation. In any communication system, for transmitting a signal, you need an antenna. And for efficient transmission, the height of the antenna should be 1/4 of the signal wavelength. And if you consider sending a low frequency signal of 15 kHz, then using the formula lambda is equal to c by f, where c is the velocity of light, the height of the antenna turns out to be 5 kilometers, which means you need to design an antenna of height 5 kilometers, which is practically impossible. Using modulation technique, if a high frequency signal of frequency 1 MHz is used, then the height of the antenna will be 75 meters, and this can be achieved practically. The second problem is interference. If there are more than one base stations in a city, then the signals with the same frequency gets mixed up with each other. Using modulation technique, we can overcome interference. As the signals of high frequency are transmitted, like 2 MHz and 6 MHz, the difference will be high, and this will in turn reduce interference. The third problem is poor reception. According to the energy of the electromagnetic wave, E is equal to F into H. As the energy of the low frequency signal is very low, the energy of the electromagnetic signal decreases as it travels longer distances. Using modulation technique, as a high frequency signal is transmitted, then automatically the energy of the signal will also be high. Hence, a good quality signal is received at the receiving end. The advantages of using modulation technique are: you can reduce the height of the antenna, increase the distance of communication, avoid mixing up of information signals, it allows multiplexing of signals and adjustment of bandwidth, it even improves the quality of reception. In the process of modulation, the parameters of the carrier signal like amplitude, frequency and phase are changed in accordance with the values of the modulating signal. The three main types of modulation used in communication are amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. In amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. In frequency modulation, the frequency of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. In phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal.